At 68 years old, Patty Loveless is finally breaking her silence about her lifelong bond with Vince Gill, and what she reveals will leave every country music fan speechless. From heartbreak to harmony, this isn't just a story about fame. It's about friendship, faith, and the kind of love that only music can create. Stay tuned. You won't forget this one. Born Patricia Lee Ramey on January 4, 1957, in Pikeville, Kentucky, Patty Loveless grew up surrounded by the rugged hills of Elkhorn City, a small coal mining town where the echoes of bluegrass and gospel filled the air. Her father, John Ramey, worked deep underground in the coal mines, battling black lung disease that would later shape the emotion behind so many of her songs about struggle, loss, and perseverance. Her mother, Naomi, was the heart of the family, nurturing Patty's love for music and encouraging her to sing with her older sister, Dottie. Those family sing-alongs on front porches and in church halls became the foundation of a voice that would one day define the soul of country music. As a teenager, Patty Loveless dreamed big from her small Kentucky town, idolizing country icons Loretta Lynn and Dolly Parton, two women who, like her, came from humble beginnings and proved that determination could rewrite destiny. Inspired by their courage, Patty began performing alongside her brother, Roger Ramey, who played guitar and believed fiercely in her talent. The siblings spent long nights rehearsing and endless days driving to Nashville, chasing a dream that often felt just out of reach. One fateful trip changed everything. Backstage at the Grand Ole Opry, Patty was given a chance to sing. Her voice, tender yet powerful, caught the attention of Porter Wagoner and Dolly Parton, two legends who recognized something extraordinary in the young girl from the mountains. That single moment lit a fire in her heart, convincing her that she truly belonged in country music. But Patty's path was far from smooth. In her late teens, she married Terry Loveless, a drummer who shared her musical dreams. His last name became her stage name, Loveless, a name that would soon echo through the halls of country history. Together, they performed in small southern clubs, blending rock energy with country soul. Yet, the road was rough, the money scarce, and the pressures relentless. By 1986, the marriage had ended, but it left behind the emotional scars and strength that would shape her greatest songs. With her brother's encouragement, Patty returned to Nashville stronger than ever. In 1985, she signed with MCA Records, releasing If My Heart Had Windows and Honky Tonk Angel, albums that introduced a voice so pure and emotional, it redefined the sound of country music. The 1990s marked the height of Patty Loveless's career. Albums such as Only What I Feel, 1993, When Fallen Angels Fly, 1994, and The Trouble with the Truth, 1996, showcased her unmatched ability to bring emotional honesty to every lyric she sang. Hits like How Can I Help You?, Say Goodbye, Blame It on Your Heart, and You Don't Even Know Who I Am became timeless country classics, blending heartache and hope in a way that spoke to millions. Her fans saw her not just as a singer, but as a storyteller, a woman who sang what they felt but could never quite say. While others in country music leaned toward pop sounds, Patty Loveless stayed rooted in her Appalachian heritage. She never forgot her Kentucky home or the lessons she learned there. In 2001, she released the critically acclaimed Mountain Soul, a record that fused bluegrass and traditional country with modern production. The album celebrated her roots, exploring themes of faith, family, and rural life. Critics called it a masterpiece, and fans called it her most personal work. She followed it up with Mountain Soul 2 in 2009, cementing her legacy as a bridge between bluegrass and contemporary country. Throughout her remarkable career, Patty earned numerous awards, including multiple CMA and ACM honors. In 1988, she achieved one of her lifelong dreams when she was inducted into the Grand Ole Opry, the same stage where she once sang as a teenager. As time went on, Patty Loveless began stepping back from the spotlight. She chose to focus on family, peace, and the parts of life that fame can't touch. But every now and then, she would return. And when she did, the world would stop and listen. In 2023, she performed at the CMA Awards alongside Chris Stapleton and Dwight Yoakam, delivering a performance so moving that it brought the entire audience to tears. Her voice, still filled with that same raw honesty, reminded everyone why she remains one of the greatest voices in country music history. Yet one of the most touching chapters of her story is the bond she shares with Vince Gill. For years, fans admired their musical chemistry, but behind the songs was something even deeper, a true and lasting friendship built on respect and trust. Recently, Patty Loveless finally opened up about that relationship, offering rare and heartfelt reflections. "Vince has always been more than just a duet partner," she said softly. Their connection began in the early 1990s, when both artists were at the height of their fame. Together, they recorded the unforgettable duet, "My Kind of Woman, My Kind of Man." Listeners could feel the sincerity in their voices, as if two souls were speaking the same language through music. "When Vince and I sang together," Patty recalled, "it wasn't just two voices, it was two hearts." She credits him with inspiring her to dig deeper into her craft. "He taught me to stop overthinking and just tell the story," she said. That's a rare gift. Their friendship stood the test of time, weathering the ups and downs of the music industry and life itself. When Patty and Emery went through health challenges and personal loss, Vince was always there, calling, checking in, offering support. One of their most emotional moments came in 2013, at the funeral of George Jones. As Vince Gill began singing "Go Rest High on That Mountain," his voice broke under the weight of grief. Without hesitation, Patty stepped beside him and began to harmonize. Together, their voices carried the song and the audience through the pain. It was a moment of raw humanity, reminding everyone why music can heal when words cannot. "That performance wasn't planned," Patty later said. "Vince broke down, and I just followed my heart." Today, Patty Loveless reflects on her life not through fame or awards, but through the people who walked with her, her husband Emery, her friend Vince, and the countless fans who found comfort in her songs. "Music isn't about fame," she once said. "It's about connection, about reminding people they're not alone." And that's why Patty Loveless's voice still echoes, not just through the streets of Nashville, but in every heart that's ever known love, loss, or hope. She didn't just sing country music, she lived it, with honesty and soul. Her journey proves that the true spirit of country isn't fame, but heart. So, if her story touched you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more timeless stories of the legends who keep real music alive. Thanks for watching!